Sitting Bull and the Sioux. Do you know which Native American group called their horses big dogs and never made a decision without first smoking a pipe? The Sioux, one of the largest Indian groups in the Western Hemisphere, was a huge faction that the U.S. Army had to overcome on its goal of westward expansion. However, this was no easy task. As a whole, the Sioux population numbered 25,000 before the conflict with the U.S. government started. Sitting Bull, a well-known Sioux, was an imperative leader for the Indian tribes, played no small part in resisting U.S. government actions. Overall, there were three main Sioux governments. They were divided by historians into the Santee, Yankton, and the Lakota. The Santee migrated from the southeast region of the United States. The Santee River in South Carolina was named after this Native American group, hinting that they were the main inhabitants before they were forced to move west by the musket-wielding French and British. The Yankton were a relatively small part of the Sioux Nation, but were still a formidable presence to any western settlers. The Lakota branch of the Sioux only came about after they were introduced to horses by the Cheyenne. Becoming expert archers from horseback, they quickly dominated the northern Great Plains. Sitting Bull was born in 1831 near the Grand River in present-day South Dakota. His father, Sitting Bull, and mother, her Holy Door, nicknamed him Humkenski, meaning slow. He joined his first war party at age 14 against the Crow. During battle, he was recognized for his fearlessness and strength. From 1863 to 1868, the U.S. Army created problems by invading Sioux land and damaging the economy by trading large amounts of manufactured goods into the fragile corn and buffalo Indian economy. Around 1867, Sitting Bull became the first principal chief of the entire Sioux Nation. Shortly afterwards, peace was made with the U.S. government. Sitting Bull, along with many other Native American leaders, were invited to Fort Laramie to sign a treaty promising the Black Hills would forever remain in Sioux possession. Sitting Bull was one of the few leaders that refused to attend the signing. In the mid-1870s, a gold strike was made in the Black Hills. By 1875, more than 1,000 prospectors were camping within the Black Hills trying to strike it rich. The U.S. government's action was to order Sioux to their reservations, and any that were not out of Black Hills territory by January 31, 1876, were considered hostile and could be shot on sight. Sitting Bull and the rest of the Sioux Nation quickly realized it could not stand up against the U.S. Army alone. They were joined by the Cheyenne and Arapaho, and forced the U.S. to retreat at the Battle of the Rosebud. They set up camp at Little Bighorn, where Sitting Bull performed a religious ritual called the Sundance. The Sundance was a type of self-torture with a loss of consciousness. When he was able to talk afterwards, he spoke of visions of soldiers falling from the sky. This proved to be true, as on June 25th, Lieutenant Colonel George Armstrong Custer led his last charge against a formidable Indian camp. At the end of that day, Custer, along with 200 of his best men, were dead. Sitting Bull first thought that the U.S. government would leave him alone after this, but he was quickly proven wrong. As fierce fighting between the two forces continued, many of his followers surrendered. As for Sitting Bull, he left a note to pursuing soldiers one day. The note read, "You scare all the buffalo away. I want to hunt in this place. I want you to turn back from here. If you don't, I will fight you again." In 1877, Sitting Bull escaped into Canada with his followers. Within 4 years, he surrendered because of famine. He was held a prisoner of war for 2 years before being sent to Standing Rock Agency in North Dakota. He joined Buffalo Bill's Wild West show in 1855 and traveled the U.S. and Canada. When Sitting Bull returned to the reservation in 1889, many of the natives had started a new religion called the Ghost Dance. They believed that a great Indian savior would come and rid the white man from their lands. Because of this religion, police placed Sitting Bull under arrest on December 15, 1890 as a precaution. On his way to prison, however, a band of his warriors tried valiantly to rescue him. During the fighting, Sitting Bull was shot and killed. He was buried at Fort Yates, and in 1953, his bodily remains were moved to Mobridge, South Dakota, where he still rests today.